We don't even ask happiness, just a little less pain. We are like roses that have never bothered to bloom when we should have bloomed, and it is as if the sun has become disgusted with waiting. I never met another man I'd rather be, and even if that's a delusion, it's a lucky one. I wasn't lonely. I experienced no self-pity. I was just caught up in a life in which I could find no meaning. I didn't have any friends at school, didn't want any. I felt better being alone. I sat on a bench and watched the others play, and they looked foolish to me. What is your advice to young writers? Drink, fuck, and smoke plenty of cigarettes. I often stood in front of the mirror alone, wondering how ugly a person could get. I have one problem. I don't hate people. They disgust me, and I want to get away from them. I do not have hatred. I have an escape mechanism. Basically, that's why I wrote, to save my ass from the madhouse, from the streets, from myself. Everything you own must be able to fit inside one suitcase. Then your mind might be free. All that shit they were fed about democracy and opportunity was just to keep them from burning down the palace. Are there good governments and bad governments? No, there are only bad governments and worse governments. Love is not a candle burning down. Life is, and love and life are not the same, or else love. Having choice, nobody would ever die. All we do is sleep and eat and lay around and make love. We're like slugs. Love, I call it. That's one thing that's wrong with intellectuals and writers. They don't feel a hell of a lot except their own comfort or their own pain, which is normal but shitty. I like dogs better than men and cats, better than dogs and myself, best of all, drunk in my underwear looking out the window. You know, Doctor, wisdom comes at a hell of an hour. When youth is gone, the storm is over and the girls have gone home. They took all the joy out of fucking by talking about it all the time. I like to fuck too, but it wasn't my religion. Genius could be the ability to say a profound thing in a simple way, or even to say a simple thing in a simpler way. They took all the joy out of fucking by talking about it all the time. I like to fuck too, but it wasn't my religion. The whole world is a sack of shit ripping open. I can't save it. We're all going to die, all of us. What a circus. That alone should make us love each other. But it doesn't. We are terrorized and flattened by trivialities. We are eaten up by nothing. I do not like the human race. I don't like their heads. I don't like their faces. I don't like their feet. I don't like their conversations. I don't like their hairdos. I don't like their automobile. My days, my years, my life has seen up and downs, lights and darknesses. If I wrote only and continually of the light and never mentioned the other, then as an artist, I would be a liar. The more cats you have, the longer you live. If you have 100 cats, you'll live 10 times longer than if you have 10. Someday, this will be discovered, and people will have 1,000 cats and live forever. It's truly ridiculous.